get to the Major League Baseball today. The Padres are going to be involved in a doubleheader.
The pesky Padres, Ramon.
Right. Yeah, no, we took the Phils yesterday, no doubt about it. And, well, the Padres put it to them. The Padres' inconsistencies can be seen by their, they have one of the best run differentials in the league, but they're under 500. So they win the games they win. They look like they're having a good old time celebrating. They've won a lot of games 9-1, 8-1, 8-2, 7-4, whatever. They lose a lot of games, 5-4, 4-3, 5-4,
Right.
6-5. They lose a lot of games by 1 or 2 runs. They win games by like 8 or 9 runs. That's a team that doesn't have it all together mentally. They don't have that clutch gene for that season, right? Once they get on top, they're all loosey goosey. When the pressure's on, they don't handle it well. Well, today we'll get 2 chances. Don't want to slight the Phillies. All these are very important games for them. Maybe more importantly at this point, considering their standings. So let's not slight those Phillies, Latifah's Phillies, if you will. Yes, Snell and Walker, though, in game 1. We'll break these up, Mindy, because the second game, it's a day-night doubleheader. So this is the afternoon game with Snell and Walker.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see how this Padres team was going to come out. I thought they might have started the All-Star break a little flat. Instead, I felt like they came out with a little momentum. So I kind of feel like I got to go back on them here again today on the road with Snell on the mound for sure. 2.72 ERA on the road. Walker has been decent at home so far this season, but has that overall ERA of 4.02. Also, the Padres team here, just hitting better right now. Going to go with the Padres today.
All right, Mindy says take the Padres in this one with Snell and Walker. Well, I don't know if I want to take my Padres. Yeah, they won yesterday. Whoopee! I'm pleased. Don't get me wrong. Sebastian Sanders here today. Hello. Great to have you. All right. Looks like Fernando might be on the Padres. Charles is going to take Philly on the run line and under, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to take the under in this one, Mindy, as well, in game 1. At it's 9 over 25. Seeing right now just a little bit of, I don't want to say breaking news. It looks like all those pitchers that were kind of semi-listed. I'm just going to say these right now real quick while we're doing this game. But yeah, game 2, Criswell for Tampa Bay. Looks like he is confirmed the pitcher. Harris for Oakland, Hogan Harris in that game against Minnesota. That news is coming across right now as well. Those are those write-in games. Also, Irvin for the Nationals. You guys might have already had those guys kind of penciled in, but I don't know if they were official. Here's Fernando on the under. He's saying at 9.5, but 9 under 25, 9 over. I want to say it's like 9 over 20 already. It might be going up a little bit. Ziggy's on the over. And Panger says Walker is way better. If you look at the statistics, the basic statistics would say Snell is a little better, right, Mindy? But especially now, he's hot. I say now, we had the All-Star break. 0.62 ERA in his last 5 starts. Walker, though, just as hot. Kind of why I'm on the under here. He's got a 1.62 ERA in his last 6 starts. So, maybe he is better overall. But I will say this, though. Walker brings home over a third of a unit every time he starts. Snell loses over a third of a unit every time he starts. So Panger did say, though, he likes the Phillies. Thomas says he likes the under. I think Latifa will be on her Phillies here. And maybe I might be on the Phillies. I don't know. Phillies undefeated with Walker. They're hot with Walker.
Right.
Phillies are 13-5 with Walker this season. Maybe at home is that maybe it? I don't know. Walker has won all 6 of those starts, though. I do know that all six of his last 6 starts. How's that? Lotto Snob is here. Crush, yeah. Well, they better. This would be the moment. If I had to make any suggestions. James Dixon on the under today. Crush on the Padres. Burley on the under, says these good starters. And I always look under in doubleheaders, both games, usually. Not as a rule, however. Sebastian, thank you for being here today. He's got under 9. Padres in game 1, Padres in game 2. We will preview game 2 in just a moment. All right. Mindy's on the Padres. I'll take the under in game 1 doubleheader today, or day-night doubleheader. Let's call it for what it is. Now, on this next game, we will just say we did preview it yesterday. I don't know if we're just going to stick with the same game. I want to say the line, though, has that in did the line? No, I guess that was about the line yesterday, right? I think we actually listed 285 on the show. Right now it's 265. 9/20. Game 1 here. I'm going to break these up too, I think, Mindy.
Okay. I can't exactly remember what I had.
I will tell you. Maybe I should. I want you to get I want the honest handicap. But yesterday you were on the Rays on the run line. I took the under.
That's what it was. Yes, I'm going to stick with the Rays on the run line. I couldn't remember if I took a total or not, but you had the total on there. So that's where I'm going to stick with again today. I'm never picking the Royals versus the Rays. Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, you might. Okay, Mindy on the run line here.
Charles had KC, though. He was ready to go with it.
Well, I don't know. I almost want to. This looks like a bit of a discount now all of a sudden. I mean, I know I said 265. It's still 165 on the run line. I know Tony went on his video. He took the under today. I think he did yesterday as well, though. I'm going to take Tampa Bay with you. I'm going to switch. I'm not switching necessarily, but I'm going to take Tampa Bay on the run line here. But we got to get something started. I do think they can. They have every right to, every reason to want to keep going right now. And I will take Tampa Bay run line here in game 1. Solo, though, on the Royals. Charles, he did say he was going to take KC, huh?
Yeah.
Pelican team total under. Crush says take the Rays run line. Miles, Rays run line. Ziggy, Rays run. So I've got it. I mean, I've got to take the Rays run line. Look at all these, Mindy.
Lots of Rays run lines.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and do it. Sebastian says that Glass now, he got off to a great start. Give him a little bit of maybe, his ERA's come up a little bit, but Burley here on the Rays. All right, let's do it. Let's take the Rays here in this one in game 1. Need a little early action too. Most of the games are at night on this Saturday. The Red Sox and the Cubs here. Red Sox. This one looks like it's nearly a pick'em. I'm showing the Cubs maybe moving to a slight favorite here now. I'll call it a pick'em at the moment, but it does to me look like it could shift to the Cubs. Maybe it would just be slight. So mostly a pick'em though here. Total 8.5 with Paxton and Stroman.
Well, I think today I'm going to go back on the Cubs, only because Stroman, I feel like he's been really strong in his outings. really has had 2 runs or less in most of those. I think he's had maybe, 2, 3 bad outings this season. But again, I feel like Paxton, the one lately, has been giving up the long ball, gave up 2 home runs versus the A's in that series. So going to go with the Cubs here today at home.
All right, Mindy takes the Cubs in this one with Stroman after the Red Sox. A pretty crushing victory yesterday, I would say.
You would say yes.
Yeah. But coming back on Stroman, giving a good effort. Paxton's been good also since he's returned. 2.25 ERA in his last 4 starts. For Stroman, hasn't been too sharp of late. 9.64 ERA in his last 3 starts. Chicago's lost 7 of their last 8 at home. Boston has now won 9 of their last 10 games. I'm going to take the under here with Boston and Chicago at 8.5. I'm interested for sure. See what the chat's going to do here. Stroman's gone over in just 2 of his last 8 games. Crush likes the Red Sox. Ziggy here on the Cubs. Hello to James Roberson today. Stroman, let's see, Stroman's a money. He's been a break-even pitcher. Doesn't get the. I think he doesn't get the run support. Fernando says Cubs. Sox, they're hitting right. They're the flavor of the week now. All of a sudden, Charles Sharp, Red Sox. Miles is leaning over. Fernando's going over. I'm on the under. I'm not going against the Cubs. I think I'm just not sure, and I don't want to stick us with. Let's see. Verley says, "Give me Boston." Hello to Ty Clinton here today. Takia on Boston, and also welcome to Jacob Flueling. I hope I got that one right.
Fluelling.
Jacoby Fluelling.
There you go. I think that's it.
Jacoby Fluelling. Of course, I think that's got to be it. No, we did not go over in the Rays game. We went with the Rays in game 1. Anyway, Fernando.
What's this run line?
Hanger says go under in this one, I believe. James on the Red Sox. Okay. Cubs first 5 for Ranji. And Latifa looks like she wants the over in this one. All right. Mindy
Yes.
is on the Cubs. I'm on the under with the Diamondbacks and the Blue Jays. This line is not quite right. Let me I don't know if it's a line move necessarily. Maybe it is. Maybe some steam has come in here. I'm showing right now the Blue Jays are favored minus $1.25, 8 over 20. Gallon and Gosman. I can see it. I mean, we know that Gallon has been great.
So was it that I really had the Blue Jays at minus like 160 this morning? Is that official? It's gone down that much?
That's kind of what caught my eye and why I said it like that. And I did it maybe a little double take. I'm going to take a look at the odds across the market right now and make sure that this is the kind of move that we're seeing currently. But mostly $1.25. I'm seeing $1.30. DraftKings $1.35, but it's definitely going in the direction of the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, well, I thought the day for the Diamondbacks was yesterday. And that wasn't the case. I'm going to go back on the Blue Jays today. I feel like I'm getting a really nice price here at, minus 125, especially after it was 160. I kind of liked him at 160. I kind of feel like when Gallon gets up against these teams here that are kind of notorious for playing well offensively, they seem to kind of struggle a little bit. So I was going to be on the Blue Jays no matter what, but I really like them now here at the better price.
Yeah. Gosman's been very good. Oft criticized. Both these pitchers with about a 3 ERA right now. Gosman 2.79 in his last 5 starts. Toronto's won 6 of 7. Arizona has lost 6 of 8 all of a sudden. So Gallen, though, he's been so solid. 2.91 ERA in his last 5 starts. Arizona continues to be one of the best road teams around. I'm going to take the under here in this one, especially with these 2 starters. I'll take under 8. Let me see, 8 over 20. Yeah, 8.5 was a premium. I like this under. I like this under. Mindy says take the Blue Jays. Let's see what the chat says in this one. I would think we might have some mixed feelings here.
Yeah, agree. There is mixed feelings.
Fernando on the Diamondbacks, so is Perky. Brett's got a K-prop for us, and there's Takia on the Blue Jays. Solo said, get him now, right? Solo, $1.12. We could have had a better price than that. Tyrone Bell, hello and welcome. Likes Toronto on the money line here. Verley says, give me the plus money on the Diamondbacks. Fernando maybe going Diamondbacks. Ziggy run line here with the Diamondbacks, as is Crush. Latifa is on Gallen. And Kay says we've got a pitching change there with Bassett.
I'm not finding it, but
I'm not seeing it. No, I'm still seeing Gosman. Now, yesterday, there definitely was a pitching change with Bassett originally listed, and they started Barrios. So I could see where they could be pushing everything back, and I do respect Kay coming in here with that information, and we'll be on the lookout for that. I'm not showing any thing necessarily official, but Kay's been a great poster, so we'll keep that in mind. I'm looking around. Let me refresh maybe a live book or 2 and see Fernando there. And Crush is also starting to confirm that now. So I'm looking around. I'm not quite seeing it yet. So, but let's see.
Yeah, it looks like
Crystal Craig also coming in with that information. Hey, that's why we're here, you guys, on your first look every day, and we've got some of the best chat out there. And yeah, it's going to be side discomfort is what it's being described as, Mindy.
Yeah.
The chat's on it. Great job by the chat. That shows we've got the #1 chat in the game. And so Bassett. So yeah, we saw yesterday Bassett as a scratch. Maybe this is something they knew. So interesting there. We'll just change it on the screen here and proceed. I don't know if that's gonna. It definitely is a big factor.
Well, I mean, obviously that's notable for that line change. I'm guessing. But I mean, still, Gallen, no matter how you look at it, still on the road, has that elevated ERA 4.02 compared to his normal under 2 overall at home.
Yeah.
And I'd probably still stick with my pick if it's Bassett or Gosman. That's what I would kind of say.
And just because I didn't see it, I mean, you guys did a great job there. And I would say that what we've actually seen maybe is that adjustment on the line is actually very accurate.
Right.
There, knowing that there was going to be a pitching change.
Right.
And that maybe that 125 is going to be more like the line. Maybe it'll be even closer. Maybe it'll go down even further. So thanks to the chat. Great job by them. So we'll cut you some slack on that. I don't even. Yeah, I think we'll just stick with, since we got 2 picks there, Mindy. Let's just roll with it, and let's not get a consensus pick in there because of what transpired there.
Sure.
So great job, you guys. Okay, and Let's see here. Let's move on. The Guardians and the Rangers here with Gavin Williams and Andrew Hahne. Hahne $1.55, and this total now is 8.5 over 20.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know too much about Gavin Williams here. Only 7 innings pitched on the road. But with that, he has his 0 ERA, so hasn't given up anything, but overall does have a 4.01 ERA. Going to go ahead and go with Hahne today and the Rangers. Rangers still putting up 6.31 runs of offense. The Guardians still kind of underperforming, with the bats here so far, 4.5 runs of offense. So going to go ahead and go with the Rangers today.
Okay, Mindy on the Rangers here with Hahne. Does feel a little bit uncomfortable at that price, but look at how they pounded yesterday with those bats. So, Mindy, yesterday the Rangers, they exploded there after a while, right? Let's see here. I'll take a look and see what the chat's doing. And
Yeah, those Guardians and Twins keep going back and forth for first. That's for sure.
What a
Twins got their win versus the A's. It was going to be tough there. So I think Twins moved back into first.
Hello to Jimmy. Welcome. Nice to have you. Okay, Sakori, thank you. Smash and like. We're approaching some good numbers today. Appreciate it. Here's Ziggy on the Guardians plus a 1.5. Verley will take the Rangers. Is that minus 1.5? Thomas on the over. Crush is on the Rangers. And Tyrone says, give me the Rangers here.
Rangers.
Perky maybe on the Rangers. Charles says Cleveland and under. Panger on Cleveland. Jacoby's on the Rangers. This one is kind of, whoops. Politican's behind us. Latifa on the over. Rangers plus money here, it looks like. Here's Politican, says the Guardians. And Latifa on the Rangers. Perky says we'll get Team Steam in the AL Central. We might.
There you go.
Rangers run line.
A couple pitches, right? Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna. I don't think I can be on the Rangers here at this price. I'm gonna take the over in this one. Guardians, apparently their bats are supposed to be heating up as well.
Supposed to.
I'll take the over here at 8.5. I don't know. I felt like maybe that was going to be a premium. Okay, we'll take the Guardians plus a 1.5.
It's not so bad.
All right, Mindy's on the Rangers. I'm on the over. Couple plays there. Game 2 of the Padres. Mindy, the pitcher you always kind of making fun of.
Which one?
They can't get rid of him.
There's
they ship out old Weathers every couple of weeks back to El Paso. We don't need you. We got, and then hey, we need you. We need you. Now you can pull up, player for a doubleheader, have an extra player on the roster. That's the way they work it. But maybe the Padres got to go with Weathers here again. Made 9 starts, got a 6 ERA. Phillies will be a big favorite in game 2, $1.45. The total now 10 over 15.
Yeah, I like the Phillies with Ranger Suarez in game 2. I do think I'm going to give the Padres a real good chance there in that first one of the doubleheader. But coming back against Suarez, I think it might be a little bit tough. It's one of those that Weathers just struggles, right? He was shelled in his last 3 starts, 514 on base percentage. Again, he's sitting in a hitter-friendly park with the Phillies. Give me the Phillies.
Okay, I'll take the Phillies with you in game 2. I wouldn't want them as a premium at this price, but I'm going to take the Phillies here because Weathers. I was one. I always tried to make a little bit of a case for him, but I don't know if I can here. And we get it. second game of a doubleheader, so maybe won't be a lot of opinion on this one. But Verley's on the Phillies, Ziggy's on the Phillies, Kane maybe on the over here. But I'll take the Phillies with you in game 2 against the Padres with the Giants and the Pirates. With Alex Cobb on the road, now $1.50, maybe even $1.55 against Johan Oviedo. Then the total here, 8.5 over 15.
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes feel like Cobb struggles on the road a little bit. That's where his elevated ERA comes into play. 2.91 is the overall, but it sits at 4.5 on the road. But again, I kind of feel like, I still think it's going to be tough for Oviedo and the Pirates today. I'm still going to go ahead and take San Francisco today here on the money line.
Yeah, we struck out with the Bucks yesterday. That didn't look too good. Now looking back, at it as the Giants kind of pounded them a little bit for sure. And I want to come back on the Giants today with you. I think I don't know what's going to happen with this division, but right now I'm going to take Cobb. Definitely money maker, not a money burner.
Not a money burner.
Oviedo is. He's given up a third of a unit every time he's been out there for his 18 starts. Cobb wins more than a third of a unit every time. Cobb's got an ERA under 3 this season. Oviedo's got that 4.75 ERA. So, who was it? It was Takia on the Giants. I believe I saw that back there, unless she had a change, unless she. Here we go. Giants for Solo. Politican maybe first 5 under. Here's Ziggy on the Giants. Banger is going to lay 2.5 with the Giants. Here's Verley on the run line. James Dixon wants the Giants. Crush will put them in a parlay. Latif will go over here. Fernando on the Pirates. Your picks are why we're here. We want to know what you got. Here's Charles on the over, Fernando on the under. Oops. And let's take it, Mindy. Let's
do it.
The Giants here on the road, laying a pretty stiff price. Ones I'm not too excited about getting on for a premium right now, but we'll do it. If we're on it together, we'll be on it. Let's take the Giants here. On the road favorite. Careful, but yeah, after what I saw yesterday, I want to try the Giants. Mindy, there's no better pitcher in the major leagues for making money than Braxton Garrett. He's the first guy to reach the 10-unit mark this season. The closest, no one's even at 8+ units as far as pitchers are concerned. Braxton Garrett's over 10 units of profit this season. So here on the road, however, is going to be a slight underdog. Gibson minus $1.15, 8.5 over 25.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the money burners much, so I do like the guys that are out there making the money for us. I do think the Marlins have one of the best teams here in the National League, but it's one of those that I feel like the Orioles sometimes get a little bit on a roll, right? So not really sure, but I think this pitching matchup it fares well today. You got 2.14 for Garrett, 4.61 overall for Gibson there. I'm actually going to go ahead and take the under rather than trying to fend off some hot bats by this Orioles team.
I'm going to take the under with you as well at 8.5 over 25. Hang out for this one, maybe, you guys. I would think that maybe we can get a 9 out of this one, Mindy. Let's see here. Peek at the odds screen. And no, there's no. And DraftKings 9 under 15. So maybe we can wait a little bit, but whatever the case may be, we're on it right now at 8.5. Plus 105 or even money. That sounds just fine to me. I'd like to get on the under in this one with these two. Garrett, yeah, I talk about his 10 units of profit, but still 2.73 ERA in his last 6 starts. Talking about that profit, the Marlins have won 10 of his last 11 starts. Pretty solid. Gibson, 6.11 ERA in his last 3 starts. But the Orioles, they're hot. They've won 6 in a row, so they've been hitting pretty well too. But let's take the under here at 8.5. Maybe we get 9, but I want the under with the Marlins and the Orioles today. Let's see what the chat has to say in this one. And it's, hey, hello, Gary. Nice to see you. Here is Charles. He's on the Orioles, and Crush, though, is on the Marlins. Ziggy's on the Orioles. Solo's on the Orioles. What is Fernando saying here? Under the team total there. Maybe that's team. Maybe it's Marlins on team total under, Orioles team total over. Maybe that. Politican says take the fish, and Bionic says take the Orioles. Chat's not too confident in this one, back and forth. Let's take the under, Mindy. The under in this one. All right, next up, it's the Twins and Athletics. And let's see if that line looks close to right. Again, this was a Hogan Harris being announced. And I'm showing it right now. Minnesota 220, 8/20. Yeah, that's it right there.
There we go. We got it. Well, I guess I got to go ahead and take the Twins again here on the run line versus the A's. They still hit 211 in July. It's one of those that I just kind of feel like, again, this if this Twins team wants to make a run over the Guardians, they got to get this series. So I feel like it's a little bit of pressure, but I think the Twins come out on top.
All right, let's try it with the Twins. They let us down yesterday, Mindy. We had Twins run line. You did, and I had the under.
Yeah.
We lost both. But let's take the Twins here. They've got to get this one. We'll lay it on the run line. Man, that's a steep price. What is it here? -1.5, -$1.40. In fact, I'm showing Ryan as the starting pitcher. Let me see here. Yeah, this one's going to be tough. I'm showing a live sports book right now with Joe Ryan having moved into the starting spot. Maybe the chat has been so good today can clean this up a little bit. I'm about ready to switch the pitching assignment here. In fact, I just want to check. I've got to know. This is a live betting show. Are they saying anything in the chat? I'm not on the screen.
Well, we still have LA Miles on the A's run line. I know we had a couple yesterday. It could have been them still. Kay says still seeing Pablo Lopez on DraftKings there. So yeah, Politican likes Lopez and Strider for a little parlay win action. Takia wants the under. What else we got? Oh, Solo is on the A's money line there as well. So we do have some folks. I know it was kind of like that yesterday too. We had some folks that were on the A's run line. Fernando, he's tempted by the A's. How about that?
Okay, we'll stick with Lopez right now. I'm showing one book listing Joe Ryan, but man, it seems like they do this to us on Saturdays. I don't know if it's just the dynamic of it's not like maybe these publicity departments take the weekends off or something. I don't know. So okay, we'll take him, Mindy. We'll take him on the run line.
Maybe they feel like these night games, no one cares this early in the morning, right? We'll just get them out whenever.
Yeah. Okay, we're on the Twins on the run line. Here's the Brewers, and they're taking on the Reds with Talk about good pitching here for Abbott. Boy, he's been great. Will he continue to be great here? This is a big series. We know that. Reds favorite here, a $1.15 or so, 9.5 under 20.
Yeah, I'm taking Abbott every time he's going on the mound. I just feel like he's going to be a guy here that makes us some money here over the season. I like Abbott a lot. Going that way with the Reds here today, -120, not too shabby.
Okay, Mindy, decisive right there, and yeah, I mean, look, we saw what went down yesterday with that game. Let's see. I had the Brewers actually we nailed. There was one we won, Mindy. I had the Brewers. You had the under. So good job there. In fact, I went over as a premium, and that was why didn't I listen to you? Anyways, let's take the Reds today. If we can get the Reds at this price, look, we know the Brewers. This is a crucial game. We know Freddie. Yeah, he hasn't been great. I mean, he's got a 4.7 ERA. So, and Abbott
too. Last outing. Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, well, Abbott is just kind of being overlooked to a certain extent. Even though he got up to that great start, he's still doing it. So, hey, Reds are 25-9 in their last 34 games. Brewers are 9-4 in their last 13 games. Wow. So I'm going to take the Reds with you, Mindy. Let's see what the chat. I imagine there'll be a little bit of Brewers support, but
Fernando is definitely on the Brewers. I mean, he's officially a Brewers fan, I think, at this point.
I wonder.
His Brew Crew hat out.
Okay, Miles is on the Reds. Kay's on the Reds. Maybe it's kind of leaning Reds a little bit. Tyrone on the red. Now it's looking like a lot of Reds. So I don't know. I don't want to. I think Mindy and I agree. We don't ever want to influence you guys like waiting and then say, "Hey, let's do it because they did it." I know you guys would never do that. Actually, you guys are all independent thinkers and not afraid to go against us for sure. We always say that. So, but this one does look pretty unanimous. Arnaz is here though. He said he hit on the Brewers yesterday, and I did too. So, all right, let's do it, Mindy. We're on the Reds, and let's. Other than Fernando, it's. Oh no, he even said. Wait a minute. I think he said
after that, not today though. Reds money line. Okay. Right. I got it now.
Fernando ever stated his affinity for the Brewers as official? I didn't know that.
He's saying, respect the Brew Crew, right?
Okay, I just thought he was picking the Brewers a lot all these weeks. Okay, let's do it, Mindy. This feels good with the Reds today. All right. Next up, so this one, game 2 of the doubleheader with Rays and Royals, and that price is not right. It's going to be, yeah. I didn't mean to disrespect the Royals that much.
Oh, I think it's a good line out there.
I do. You know what? Maybe it is. It's 215 and 9.5 over 15.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care if it's a bullpen game or whatever. Singer's not like the Singer of last year. That's for sure.
Yeah, I got Cole Reagans.
Oh, you do? Okay, I thought I had.
It could be an over.
I had Singer in there. Let me see. Oh, maybe I don't have anyone listed right now. I'm just gonna exit out. I'm still gonna take the Rays. It doesn't matter. This is not the time for these Royals to go in there and decide to start winning, even though they did it at the home field of the Rays last time.
Okay. Mindy here on the Rays. Run line or just money line, you think? Or
you want me to take them at minus like 215? I'll take them on the run line.
Okay. All right. Man, could they really get a run line?
2 in a row?
Yeah, in this game. I don't know. I'll take the under in this one. With Rays and Royals. Criswell, typical bullpen. Maybe it's both. Maybe they'll just be throwing pitchers out there left and right.
Yeah, that's the way it looks like.
Even the
Uh,
Rays might have to do that. So, Stephen Beer, nice to see you. Nopi Classic, nice to have you coming to us from the islands. Ziggy might be, I think he's saying under here. Probably not a lot of opinion. Looks like not much rolling in on this game, Mindy. Was second game of a doubleheader. It's kind of the way I kind of feel about it too. But we like to make a pick on every game. So there's Royals on the money line. Thank you, Nopi. Okay, appreciate you. Let's go on now, Mindy. Mindy's on the run line there with the Rays. I'm on the under. Nationals and Cardinals. We've got Irvin and Mats. Doesn't feel good to lay $1.85 with Mats or the Cardinals, but they are playing the Nationals. There's no indication the Cardinals are going to be getting anything, together in the second half. Total here 9.5 under 20. Man, that's an uncomfortable number, but yes, they're favored for sure.
well, yeah, like you said, putting trust in Steven Matz on a run line is difficult, but I think it's just as well that they could blow up the Nationals team here today with Irvin on the mound. Uh, this one's tough because I think I'm going to kind of go. I kind of feel like it's neither bullpen's very good, neither starting pitching's very good. But most of me wants to go ahead and take the under. That's what I'm going to do. I just kind of feel like the bats just haven't really been hot for either of these two teams, no matter the mediocrity of the pitching staff. So I'm going to go ahead and take the under.
Okay. Mindy going under here with Nationals and Cardinals. The difficulty in this game is it is also kind of the second game of a doubleheader. Remember, last night's game was 1-0. I think it was 1-0. It was a third inning. I thought it was 1-0, right?
I don't know.
And they're going to have to complete that game before the regularly scheduled game. So, the game time. This game time isn't even necessarily truly official because they're not playing it like a day night. You got to go out there and, yeah, of course, there'll be the typical 20-25 minutes between games. I think they said 2 hours. Maybe they were going to like 2 hours before resume the game. So things could happen. I'm going to take the Nationals here on the run line. Plus a run and a half. I'm just not. This $1.85. Is that what it is? $1.85. Yeah. We'll see what happens with that price. I'll take the Nationals plus 1.5 at minus $1.25 or so. In this one, Mindy will take the under at 9.5. And
Solo likes the Nats on the money line.
Okay. Politican's on the Nats. And Ziggy's on the Nats run line. Big meat here today.
We have the meats.
I had Jimmy John's yesterday.
Oh, nice. My sister made us some Philly cheesesteak, so that's what I had.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hello to Alex. He takes the over. And Nats, you said money line. Okay, gotcha. Teresa O'Brien. Hey, where you been? Teresa's here.
I know. Very excited for the Liberty and fireworks and things.
Missed a couple of days from Teresa, I think. And Tyrone.
Also with you on the Nats run line.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the Nats run line. Okay, this schedule. This card, Gary. Yeah, let's build that band. Let's get it rolling for football. Look, we're just a month away from really getting into some, really just a couple of weeks. But all right, the Dodgers, boy, they put it down yesterday, Mindy.
They did.
It's got to be uncomfortable. if you're the Mets right now. Here's Senga. He's minus $1.15, maybe even $1.20 now, and the total 9 under 20.
Well, yes, I liked the Mets yesterday. That did not happen for me.
Oh,
So why not go back on the Mets today, Ramon? That's what I'm going to do here. I like Senga on the mound and Gonsolin. I feel like, man, he's been shaky at best. I kind of thought that was kind of how it was with, Urias yesterday too, but he got the better of the Mets. Both of these bullpens have been on the wrong side of everything. So I'm going to go ahead and take Senga. I believe he's the better starting pitcher in this one.
Mindy says take the Mets here with Senga at minus $1.15, maybe $1, maybe going to $1.20. And I'm going to be on the over in this one. I tried the over yesterday, and that didn't work. I don't think on the show.
I thought it was a high score, like a 8-3 or something. No,
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what it was for sure, but
Okay, yeah. Well, the Dodgers
should I
pounded
check?
them, right? No.
Yes, I'm gonna check. So then I'll
Why
always
did
want
I?
to know.
Why did I think it lost? I mean, I know the Dodgers smashed.
Oh
them.
no, I guess it was 6-0.
6-0.
The
Okay.
8-3 was that Red Sox Cubs game.
Okay. Well, I'll try the over here
Okay.
with the Dodgers and the Mets. Mindy will take the Mets, and I hope the Mets win. James Dixon on the Dodgers. Panger's going to lay the run line.
A temporary Mets fan.
Sebastian says the Mets
Whoever's
got to
playing the
win.
Dodgers.
Steven says Mets run line. Ziggy is on the Mets. Solo going to lay the run line. Takia on the over. Tyrone Bell on the Dodgers. And Corey Luckett here today says take that Mets team total over at 4.5 runs at even money. Fernando's got the Dodgers. Sebastian Parlay and Jacoby says over in this one with the Dodgers and the Mets.
And Ramon.
I am on the over. Gonsolin's gone over in 6 of his last 7 starts. He has a 7 ERA in his last 3 starts. Senga's been a total under. I will admit to that for sure. Of late, 10 of his last 12 starts have gone under. The Mets are kind of trending under as well. Maybe that's what we saw yesterday. I'll try the over in this one with the Dodgers and the Mets. Mindy says, take the Mets, meet the Mets, greet the Mets.
Right.
Oh, the White Sox and the Braves. Well, Mindy didn't quite work out yesterday.
Not at all.
The White Sox looked limp, and the Braves, they look like champs every game. It seems like right now. How about Strider? Is this price right? $290? Maybe it's higher. Actually, it's $275. 8.5 under 20.
Yeah, it's one of those that I maybe took too much emphasis on those run line records by each of the teams. The White Sox do have that well above 500 run line record. The Braves do not, but I think it's just that the Braves are just way too hot right now and maybe moving those run line numbers around here going forward. So I am going to go ahead and go back on the Braves on that run line.
Mindy says, take the Braves tonight. They continue to smash right now, and I'm going to take this run line as well with Mindy for sure. Let's do it, Mindy. Lance Lynn still has that 6 ERA going this season. Has been better of late. Strider has won each of his last 5 starts right now. Heading into the second half, he basically profits you a third of a unit every time he steps on the mound, and Lance Lynn costs you a quarter unit every time he goes out there. Steam came in on the White Sox, but you know what, Mindy? It did yesterday as well. And I'm going to take the Braves with you on the run line.
All right.
To me, actually, it looks a little 145. I don't know. Kind of looks. Run lines are tough. I get it, but I think we're saving probably 10 or 15 cents actually off of earlier numbers. So thank you, Kay, bringing us another update there with Taiwan Walker being scratched in his start. I'm showing now what what I'm showing, Mindy, is that the Phillies are switching their starting pitching. Thanks. We're gonna have to just start the show over,
Right. I think we need to at this point.
right? With all these pitching changes.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna have to go back and redo all my numbers before the start of the day, I feel like.
yeah, we'll square up our thoughts, and I don't know if we want to delay the show for, but so what's happened here, and Kay mentions it. I'll just pop it up on the screen. Thank you, Kay. You're the MVP today of the chat. But what they've done now, so Suarez will go in game one, Walker will go in game
That's
two.
okay.
So yeah, might affect our picks, but
For game
we'll
2,
square
yeah.
them up off the air. Proceed with caution with all double headers, anyways, folks. I think we can say that safely. Ziggy on the Braves. Start the show. Let's just start the show over and do another 2 hours. All right. Ziggy on the Braves run line. Steven says the Braves will get the over by themselves. Sebastian can try the White Sox here. I'm not sure that the values, 275, man. They're almost trying to give a discount on the Braves a little bit. So Jacoby on the run line. Everybody here pretty much.
Pretty much.
And Braves still rolling, man. Wow. Wow, Braves. Okay, let's take a Mindy Braves on the run line tonight.
All right, let's do it.
Mm-hmm. Yankees and Colorado. Boy, the Rockies did a number on the Yankees yesterday. Once they took the lead, it was toast for the Yankees. Here, the Yankees are $1.60. Reported steam came in on the under at 12 runs, but it hasn't moved too much. There's maybe some 11.5 juice to the over, but for the most part, this 12 under 20 is the line. So Yankees big favorites again, but they looked pretty uncomfortable yesterday.
Well, Ramon, you tried to tell me, right? Because you were like, Gomber, look at him. All he does is win money for this Colorado team. And look, he did it again, even though we went on the Yankees yesterday. I'm going to go back with the Yankees here again today. I know both of these lineups tend to struggle, but I do think the Yankees pitching here is better again today. I felt like the pitching was going to be better with Rodon, but maybe he's just still too green this season. What was it? Only his second or third start. So maybe we got to watch him for a little bit till he gets back into form. But I'm going to go ahead and go back on the Yankees minus 160 today with Schmidt, even though he's not my favorite guy, but I like him better than Seabold.
Yeah, Schmidt, the 4.5 ERA this season. 4 ERA in his last 3 starts, but he is 2-0. Yankees are just 6-12 with Schmidt on the mound, but Seabold has an ERA of about 13 in his last 4 starts. He's lost them all.
Yeah.
I'm going to go under in this one with the Yankees and the Rockies. I'm going to chase that steam a little bit. Seabold's gone under in 6 of his last 8 starts. The Rockies have gone under in 5 of their last 6 starts, and Schmidt has gone under in 7 of his last 9 starts. So I'm going to try another under in Colorado. Oh, yeah, remember the good old days? Now it's
the good old days.
Under.
Yeah, when like the Giants and the would put up a 26.
Let's see here. Steven's going to take, I think he's taking, I think he's taking the under here. K's on the Yankees, Politican on the Yankees. I just don't like what I saw yesterday. They didn't really show that they were ready to go once the Rockies started putting up those runs. Rick says he might come back. Corey says Rockies money line. Yankees can't even get on base. All right. Not a whole lot of opinion there in that one, but Mindy on the Yankees. I'm on the under. No, I think Teresa's. I think the
The
Statue of
international
Liberty
Yankee
equals
sign?
the Yankees.
I think
Huh?
so. I thought it might be the international Yankee sign, even though it's not the official moniker, but that's what I would say.
That's New York, right?
Right.
Couple more Mindy on our card. Here's the Astros and the Angels. Uh, Mindy, you said Astros. Tony had them as a premium. Great job. Steam came in yesterday on the Astros. Astros get it done. Otani left the game with that. Look, he'd already gone six. Everybody's kind of complaining. Oh, look, Otani has to need us bring out the not only the interpreter but the trainer every time he starts to get hit. But he does have that fingernail, the issue. He still pitched into the sixth inning. It probably just gets very uncomfortable. He was probably done anyways, but he did leave, walking off with the trainer officially. You got to do that so you can get the maximum warm up pitches and everything and all that. I think he was probably toast at that point. Here though today with Valdez and Detmers, a couple of left-handers.
Yeah, again, it's kind of what we talked about yesterday, right? I kind of feel like the Yankees lineup without Judge is no good, just like the Angels lineup without Trout is no good. Plus, you have Rendon and Drury, Nito. They've all missed time in there. I just kind of feel like the Astros kind of went through that. I think are getting a little bit back, a little bit more healthy. So again, I feel like the Astros are the ones here with more to play for. Got to go ahead and chase down the Rangers. I'm going to take the Astros here again today. I mean, if I watched that, I watched the game last night, right? And everyone's like, well, Detmers is the guy of the future. He's the guy that's going to, take advantage. And he's the one that's going to go ahead and be back. But I haven't seen that. I mean, last time he got beat up pretty good. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go back on the Astros here again today.
Feels like the pitching advantage, the starting pitching advantage. I don't know. I mean, Valdez, the numbers are good, right? I mean, he's the one with the 2.5 ERA. I mean, he's really legitimately one of the best ERAs just for these starting pitchers that have gone all season. The guys are up there 16, 17, 18 starts so far, and Valdez has been pretty solid. So let's go ahead and take Houston here on the road with Valdez in this one. He does have a 3 ERA in his last 4 starts. Detmers has been okay, but the Angels have lost 10 of their last 11 games right now. Houston 26-19 on the road. They're getting it together. I do think Valdez. They've won 8 of 10 starts, 8 of the last 10 starts with Valdez. Let's take Houston. There's a lot to like here. I would think it's up to $1.45, by the way. There, so that price is getting up there a little bit, but let's take them in $1.45, 8 over 15. I just wanted to correct that price to show that we're laying a little bit more juice than maybe we would have wanted to. Let's see if the chats. I imagine they might be pretty big on Houston here.
It looks like it, Ramon. It looks like it. Houston money line, Valdez to record the win. Astros money line, Houston money line, Astros money line, Astros. I see it.
And the thing, with your Angel, like I said, I mentioned it yesterday. One of the last things we said on that show before vacation were like, here go the Angels in a little bit of that swoon, right? Yeah, and maybe that is what's happening now. But yeah, Trout goes out. Otani, when he leaves the game as a pitcher and doesn't, go into play left, he's out of the game. He's not going to hit anymore either. He's done for the game.
He did stay in to hit.
Oh, he did stay in to hit.
Yeah, but then just struck out, so it wasn't like it mattered.
Yeah, well, that's what I was curious about when I saw him left the game. But
yeah,
they have the DH, the DH spot, whatever. But it doesn't affect his hitting. I mean, he's continued to be in the lineup on the days he doesn't. Well, he's been pitching through it a little bit, but we didn't see him in the All-Star game pitching because of that, right? Because of that fingernail issue, I think is what it is, a fingernail that's kind of messed up right now. So let's see. Oh, Steven's going to the Jays game against the Diamondbacks today? Is that what that
Yeah,
says?
looks
Is he
like it,
going
huh?
to the game? Nice.
Yes.
We did
Awesome.
make a we did make a pick on that game, but Mindy took the Jays. Yeah.
Hooray. Go
Scott
Jays.
Burns, nice to see you, Scott.
Burns is talking about the no money burner. It's good.
Nice, nice. Oh, okay. I see Valdez. Yeah, yeah. He's a break-even pitcher, but I mean, yeah, like you said, he's got that 2.5 ERA. Still pretty impressive compared to Detmer's almost 2 runs better in the ERA department. So Detmer's is not awful, but 4.31 ERA, 3.38 in his last 5 starts, pretty good. But Valdez has already pitched against the Angels twice this year, Mindy. 2-0 record, 0.6 ERA. We're on the Astros. Tigers and Mariners going to wrap us up. Hey, I had a winner on the show there with the
Hooray.
Tigers on the run line yesterday. Today it'll be Lorenzen for the Tigers and Kirby here. Kirby's almost $2, 7.5 under 20.
All right, let's take the Mariners today on the run line. Again, I feel like Kirby is the only guy for this Mariners lineup that does get the run support. We got him last week when he pitched last. I can't remember who it was against, but again, it's one of those that the Mariners are really familiar with Lorenzen. They usually hit him pretty hard. I know that Rodriguez has hit multiple home runs against him, so I think this is the day for the Mariners. I'll take him on the run line.
All right, Mindy says take the run line here. Man, all these big. How many $2 favorites are there today?
Oh, too many.
One,
It makes me uncomfortable.
3. I'll throw the Cardinals in there 4, 5, 6 or
Yeah, a
so.
lot.
So yeah, it's laying a lot of runs, and I don't trust the Mariners on the run line.
Oh,
Maybe go in.
Ramon.
Well, no, not a $2. How can they be a $2 favorite here? I mean, I know, yes, I get it. Uh, Mariners a 500 team, Tigers 10 games under. That's kind of I want to almost say the Mariners are at 500. Um, I don't know. I think if we look at the start of the season, we might say that's okay. But I think that given how they played, they might actually be a little disappointed right now.
Oh, sure, sure. 100% disappointment.
Yeah,
Yes, agree.
I like the under in this one. I like it pretty strong. I was probably gonna use a premium, but I don't want to. I don't want to lay the Mariners. They might win. I don't doubt, Mindy, they can win the game, but I don't want to lay anything here with that. I'll take the under, Mindy,
No
on
problem.
the Mariners.
Run line. They're going to win by 2 today.
I know I let us down a little bit. We didn't really get too many plays again.
Oh, we did pretty good.
Oh, hi, Carl. Kev Cook, hello. Wow, you guys.
What is this, college basketball?
Nice to see everyone here. We got up to.
We got 8 out of 17. I mean,
Oh, really? Okay. Oh
almost
no,
half.
I'm totally surprised. Actually,
Yeah.
totally surprised here. All right, and all right. Let's see. We got a few more. Just looking, Mindy just caught my eye right now. Huge upset. Not a huge upset, but a very nice upset for
I see this
Marquetta.
coming across via ESPN. I'm
Yeah,
sure this is what you're
Marquetta
going to
Vondrousova upsets owns Jabur for the title. The Czech player, great victory here over Jabur. She's got to be disappointed, but Marketa Vondrasova has won the Wimbledon final here just moments ago. Okay, here's that. Ziggy's on the Tigers. Fernando on the under. Fernando on the Mariners as well. Carl, I got a couple for you. Kind of saving them for some. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Kevin Cook, Tigers run line.